Hey, Danny here. What's going on? Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope your family's doing okay. Feel me? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Life is good. I can't complain. I'm getting ready to go to the gym right now. But I thought, why not give you guys a little advice or talk to you about something important for a minute before I head out to the gym. Something I've been thinking about and something that I have been doing pretty much my whole life, and I've stopped it. Thankfully, I don't do it anymore. I've stopped it, but I used to do it a lot, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who are doing it. What am I talking about? Danny, what are you talking about? I'm talking about running away from your issues, man. Running away from your issues. This is like the worst of the worst. I myself, when I was younger, you know, I wasn't like the most upfront person. I didn't have the courage to do a lot of things. As a matter of fact, that kind of caught up with me later on in life because I had a lot of regrets. You feel me? About when I was younger, about things that I should have done that I didn't do. And the more I grew up, the more I understood that everything is really up to you. It's your own choices. Things happen because of the choices that you make. But I don't want you guys to go through those same situations. I don't want you to run away from your issues. You can't run away from your issues. That's not a good thing. It never helps. You have to face all issues, all problems that you have, man, and face them now. You shouldn't leave them for later, because they're only gonna keep getting worse. You know, life is designed in a way that we have to go through adversity. As human beings in general, men and women, we have to face adversity and be able to overcome it and be able to be better from it, become better or better people right after struggle. The problem is a lot of people don't want to face their issues. You know, a lot of people want to blame other people for their issues, their family members, their friends, and it's like, nah. Maybe the only reason why you're not really where you want to be in life is because of you. It's just you. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe you've been your own obstacle this whole time. Maybe you don't want to face the issue that you're lazy and you don't want to go for that thing that you really want. But all you do is complain about people and complain about how nothing is working, when in reality you're the one causing all your own issues. Because we all want to think we're better. We all want to think, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. It's usually, it's his fault, it's her fault. I didn't do anything. I mean, I'm the victim here. Everybody wants to think like that. But growth actually comes from you looking at yourself in the mirror and going, maybe it's something wrong with me. Maybe I shouldn't treat people the way I treat them. You know, maybe I should actually start working on that little idea that I had going on, that I've had in my mind for years now. Maybe if I did, I would be somewhere else in life right now. You gotta be honest with yourself. Honesty is very important because nobody else is gonna be honest for you. Nobody else is coming to fix your life. Your life is entirely up to you, man. It's your responsibility. You have an issue with someone that you think you should talk about, go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it. If they don't want to listen, that's their problem. If you want to help someone and they don't want to listen, that's it. You've done your own part. If you got something you got to say to somebody, go ahead and say it. Get it off your chest. You shouldn't have it in there for too long. because then you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna start talking to yourself. That's usually what happens. You start talking to yourself, because you're so angry about it, and you haven't talked to this person. Now you're talking to yourself. You don't want to get to that point. You want to live your life in peace, man. Life is already hard as it is. Why would you want to bottle up, issues? You gotta free your mind. You gotta free, if anything that bothers you, you gotta get it off you, so that you can live a peaceful life. Because think about it. We wake up in the morning. We gotta go to work. You go to work, and then you have issues because nobody's work is perfect. We all have that one little issue at work that we don't like. It might be a person, a co-worker, or I don't know, a boss, whatever. You gotta go through all of that. You gotta go through, like if you work for customer service, like I do. I work at a hotel. You work for customer service. You gotta deal with people coming from everywhere with their own issues, hitting up your head. But you gotta be cool about it because that's your work. And then you gotta go back home, and you gotta deal with a certain person. It's like, nah, man. No. You have to find a way to simplify your life. You have to find a way to make things easier for you. The number one thing you gotta do is dealing with yourself, talking to yourself. What is it that you need to do to make your life better? You gotta be honest with yourself. What do you need in your life? What is that thing that you need to face in order to be more efficient in that thing which you want to do? What is it? What are the problems that you think you have that you need to work on as a person? We all got issues, cut it out. We all got problems, be honest with yourself. We all got to work on something. What is that you need to work on? You got to work on something. Work on it. Don't be ashamed. That's how it starts. That's how you get better as a person, by facing all your issues. I'm no longer in that space, but I can tell you, when I used to be that person who never faced his problems, I used to be bitter as hell. Because now I'm blaming everybody else for my issues. I'm walking around acting like people owe me something, but nobody owes me nothing. You get what I'm saying? Nobody owes me nothing. I didn't deserve anything. It was all on me. So I had to be honest with myself. I realized that I was super lazy, I was very lazy. I didn't even know why. I was young. But I was lazy, and I complained a lot. Going up to other people's Instagrams and seeing the way they live and their videos and stuff. But I'm like, okay, these people are actually working. I'm supposed to be working, instead of complaining. As a matter of fact, I started an Instagram account to kind of, to post things that I like doing. For example, fashion. I like fashion and stuff like that. I like going to the gym. So I just started posting gym stuff, and I'm going to be posting gym stuff on this channel too, because that's what I like. So instead of complaining about other people, I'm going to start doing something for myself. You could do that too. But before I got to this level, I had to be honest with myself. I had to acknowledge the fact that it was always me. You feel me? I was always the problem, and that I had to do better as a person. It's going to get sad sometimes when you realize that you're the problem, but it's okay. When you start, it's always sad. When you face your problems, especially when you know you're wrong and you did something wrong. When you face these issues, you're going to have to get to the freaking bottom, man. You're going to have to be honest with yourself. You're going to have to be. And that's what I did. I'm starting over when it comes to my life. I'm doing things a little differently. And I don't want to get in nobody's business. You feel me? I just want to work on myself, make sure everything is good. If something happens to me, I'm going to be, right now, I'm able to look at the situation and go, you know what? I'm not going to run away from it. I'm going to go ahead and face it because it's an issue and it needs fixing. You feel me? It needs fixing. And ain't nobody going to fix it but you, man. Nobody's coming to save you. That's not how it works. I've been in this type of situations in my life where I kept running away from issues, and it never really quite helped me. It never did. Not even once, man. And what happens is then you start feeling like a loser too. Like you start feeling like there's something wrong with you because you keep running away from all these issues, man. You don't want to face anything. You don't want to talk to people when you have issues. You don't want to talk. You don't want to escalate the situation. Maybe you're supposed to escalate the situation. Maybe you're supposed to. Somebody talk to you crazy. You don't want to say nothing back, even though you feel disrespected. And I'm not even talking about fighting. Just standing up for yourself. You can't, because you don't want to escalate the situation. Maybe you're supposed to, and know what it's like to stand for yourself and go, nah, man, you can't be talking to me like that. But you can't even say that because you feel some type of way, or you're scared. You can't walk around this life being scared, man. You can. You gotta stand up for yourself. Face your issues. Something happens, you gotta face that problem. You have to. You have to. See, many of us live our lives in like cocoons, like little bubbles, expecting things to happen to us just out of nowhere. Just like that, like out of nowhere, we expect things to happen, and it's like that's not how life works. Everybody want to be at the top, but nobody want to work for it. Nobody wants to wait. That's not cool, man. You gotta go through everything. You gotta go through every emotion. You have to go through everything and face everything. When you do that, then your life starts moving. You start feeling better. You get in a different place. And you gotta do that for you. Because you can't take nobody with you if you're not like it's impossible for you to help other people if you can't even help yourself. You gotta help yourself first. You gotta make sure you're straight. You gotta make sure your mind is straight. Like you have to make sure that you're thinking about like your mental health is in a positive space. You can't help nobody when you're negative. It's not nope. It's not gonna work. How are you gonna help me when you're negative? Like how are you gonna get me in a different space in my life? You ever been around somebody or someone? Every time you're around them, it's always like this negative like feeling that gets into, because they're always negative. They're always mad. You don't even know why. So every time you get close to them, you just want to get like away from them. That's you right now. And that's what's going to happen to you if you don't try and fix your life and fix your issues and confront all your problems and go through the adversity you need to go to be able to get to a different place in your life. You feel me? I know that from experience because I was that person. I used to be the bitter one. And I used to blame everybody for my issues. I know. I don't want that to be you. I know you can do better. We all can do better. Everybody, men, women, we can do better. We can do better. So that's my message for you today. I hope you learned something. Danny, I'm out.